Thank you for joining us for our free The Beat Heart Health class. Everyone knows that the traditional American diet is littered with high-calorie foods that are also low in nutritional value. In this class, we will be discussing how to change your health for the better with nutrient-dense foods. So let's begin with blood pressure. What should a normal blood pressure reading be? The American Heart Association defines blood pressure as normal reading less than 120 over 80 millimeters of mercury. Prehypertension is 120 to 139 over 80 to 89 millimeters of mercury, and hypertension is less than 140 over 90 millimeters of mercury. To maintain a healthy heart, it is also important to maintain healthy cholesterol levels. Let's talk about our cholesterol goals. Total cholesterol should be less than 200. LDL cholesterol, or the lousy cholesterol, should be less than 100. HDL cholesterol, which is your healthy cholesterol, for men should be less than 40 and for women less than 50. Remember, your doctor might have different goals for you depending on other existing medical conditions. Ask your doctor what your specific goals should be. Until then, these goals are a good place to start. Today we will be discussing what foods are considered nutrient-dense, how can nutrient-dense foods improve your health, and how can you include nutrient-dense foods in your daily diet. So what are nutrient-dense foods? These are foods that are high in nutrients and low in calories. They are packed with nutrients that can improve our health and decrease our risk for disease such as heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. These nutrients include protein, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and healthy fats. Nutrient-dense foods are also low in calories from unhealthy fats and added sugars. As we age, our caloric needs change, but our need for healthy nutrients does not. That means we need to make sure the foods we eat are packed with nutrients and not empty calories. Think about the foods that you regularly eat. Are they primarily nutrient-dense, like the foods on the left, or are they often calorie-dense, like the foods on the right? To get the healthy nutrients we need in our diet, we should eat a variety of nutrient-dense foods each and every day. This means eating foods that contain a variety of vitamins, minerals, fiber, lean or low-fat proteins, and low-fat dairy and health fats. Variety is very important because each food group, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, proteins, milk and dairy, and healthy fats, contains different beneficial nutrients that can improve our health and reduce our risk for many diseases. So let's talk about each group of nutrient-dense foods to learn more about the benefits they provide and how they can improve our health. Vegetables and fruits provide important vitamins and minerals, as well as phytonutrients. Phytonutrients are natural compounds found in vegetables and fruits. Examples of these powerful disease-fighting compounds are beta-carotene, which may decrease our risk of heart disease and cancer and improve vision. Beta-carotene is found in many vegetables and fruits that are orange in color, including carrots and cantaloupe. Lycopene, which gives vegetables and fruits an array of red and pink colors, such as tomatoes, watermelon, and pink grapefruit. Lycopene may decrease your risk of heart disease and cancer. When choosing vegetables and fruits, think about bright colors such as yellow, dark green, red, purple, blue, and orange. Vegetables and fruits can be purchased fresh, frozen, canned, or dried. They can be eaten whole as a snack or cooked and added to a meal. Remember to use healthy cooking methods when preparing vegetables and fruits. Steam, grill, bake, or stir fry. Or consider just eating them raw. Try filling at least half your plate with vegetables and fruits. These foods are low in calories and are very filling, which can aid in maintaining a healthy body weight and prevent hunger between meals. It's recommended to eat a minimum of 2 to 3 cups of vegetables and 2 to 3 cups of fruit every day. Whole grains are another key ingredient of a nutrient-dense diet. They not only provide vitamins and minerals, but also fiber. Dietary fiber from whole grains may help reduce your risk for developing heart disease and certain cancers. They help manage diabetes, keep your digestive tract moving regularly, and aid in maintaining a healthy body weight. Dietary fiber may also help reduce blood cholesterol levels and constipation, and help provide a feeling of fullness with fewer calories. To get adequate fiber in our diet, we need to choose whole grain foods that are less processed or unrefined. These products haven't had the husk or the outer covering of the grain removed. The whole grain is just that, whole. All whole grains start out the same, whole and unprocessed. Once the grain is processed, it becomes refined, like white flour. The bran and germ are removed, and so are many of the healthy nutrients, for example, vitamins, minerals, fibers, phytonutrients, and antioxidants. Some common grains include wheat, buckwheat, bulgur, corn, rice, oats, barley, rye, quinoa, and couscous. Some less common grains include teff, farro, kaniwa, millet, freekeh, wheat berries, amaranth, sorghum, and spelt. When looking at grain product labels, look for terms such as whole grain, whole wheat, and whole oats instead of just wheat or oats. The key word is whole. Whole grain foods are usually browner in color as opposed to white. Whole grain products can also be identified by the whole grain symbol on their package. Try to make at least half of your daily intake of grains be whole grains. Protein helps to build and maintain muscle, bone, and skin. Let's take a look at the two main dietary sources of protein, animal and plant. Meats and poultry are a great dietary source of protein, but there are other food options that also provide protein. Seafood, eggs, tofu and other soybean products, pinto beans, kidney beans, black beans, chickpeas, split peas, lentils, nuts, seeds, nut butters such as peanut butter and hazelnut butter, and dairy products are all sources of protein. Certain animal sources may have a higher saturated fat content that is unhealthy for your heart and can increase your risk for heart disease. Most animal sources have lean, low fat, or fat free options available. Look for these alternatives in your local grocery store. They typically have less visible fat. Remember to also use low fat cooking techniques to limit excess fat and calories. The average person needs around 5 to 6 ounces of lean protein every day. This may vary depending on individual needs. Milk and dairy can be good sources of protein. They also help provide important nutrients that keep our bones strong and decrease our risk of developing osteoporosis as we age. Choose low-fat or fat-free sources of milk, yogurt, and cheese so that you get the benefits of their nutrients without the unhealthy fat. You should aim to include 2 to 3 cups of milk or dairy products in your diet every day. So far, we have discussed the importance of including nutrient-dense foods in our daily diet, including vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean protein, and low-fat dairy. When it comes to heart health and reducing your risk of other diseases, you also need to make healthy choices regarding fats. You may have been told to eliminate all fats in your diet or to cut back on foods high in saturated fat. While it is true that saturated fats are unhealthy, it's important to remember that not all fats are bad. Fortunately, there are fats that are more heart healthy and provide nutrients that may help decrease your risk for heart disease. These healthier fats are called unsaturated fats and include sources of monounsaturated fats, polyunsaturated fats, and omega-3 fatty acids. According to the American Heart Association, you can lower your blood cholesterol levels and your risk of developing heart disease by simply replacing saturated fats with unsaturated fats. A diet high in omega-3 fatty acids may reduce levels of harmful LDL cholesterol, raise levels of healthy HDL cholesterol, and lower blood pressure and reduce atherosclerosis. All of these benefits add up to reduced risks of heart disease, heart attack, and stroke. Saturated fats are commonly found in animal protein sources, such as full-fat dairy products and fatty and/or processed meats. But did you know that saturated fats are also found in most desserts and pastries, since animal fats are added as product ingredients? If you're trying to limit saturated fats, here are some good food sources of unsaturated fats. Plant oils, such as canola and olive oil, as well as omega-3 fatty acids, found primarily in fish like rainbow trout, salmon, tuna, and mackerel, as well as in nuts like walnuts and flaxseed. All types of fat are high in calories and can cause excess weight gain when too much is consumed. Just 1 teaspoon of fat adds 50 calories to your daily caloric intake. Too much fat, and your foods become more calorie dense and less nutrient dense. To avoid this, use low fat cooking methods such as bake, grill, broil, boil, or stir fry instead of deep frying, and replace high fat sauces and seasonings with low fat or fat free alternatives. Try cooking vegetables in fat free, reduced sodium chicken broth instead of water to add flavor without adding fat and salt. Use salt free, herb based seasonings, onion or garlic, to give your food added flavor. So let's wrap today's topic up with a short pop quiz. Question 1. Nutrient dense foods are A. Low in nutrients and calories, B. High in nutrients and calories, or C. High in nutrients and low in calories. The answer is C. High in nutrients and low in calories. Some examples of nutrient-dense foods include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean meats, seafood, beans, low-fat dairy, nuts, eggs, and unsaturated fats. So what nutrients do these nutrient-dense foods contain? Proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and healthy fats. Okay, question 2. Which type of grain is more nutrient dense? A. Whole grains, B. Refined grains, or C. White grains? The answer is A. Whole grains. There are two categories of grains, whole and refined. Some examples of whole grains include wheat, buckwheat, bulgur, corn, rice, oats, barley, rye, quinoa, and couscous. So how can you identify a whole grain food? A whole grain is just that, whole. All whole grains start out the same, whole and unprocessed, and they're usually brown in color. We have a couple more questions left to wrap this up. Question number 3. Dietary sources of nutrient-dense proteins include A. Lean meats and poultry, B. Salmon and eggs, C. Pinto beans and walnuts, or D. All of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. Lean meats, poultry, salmon, eggs, pinto beans, and walnuts are all dietary sources of nutrient-dense protein. Do you remember any additional examples? Think about that for a moment. Moving on to question number 4. Which fats are more heart healthy? A. Saturated fat, B. Trans fat, or C. Polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fat? The answer is C. Polyunsaturated or monounsaturated fats. Some examples of unsaturated or healthy fats include plant oils, vegetable oils, nuts, seeds, salmon, tuna, trout, walnuts, flaxseed, and avocado. So power pack your meals and snacks to make sure you get the most nutritional benefit from the food you eat. Choose foods packed with powerful nutrients such as lean protein, complex carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and healthy fats. These foods help you feel better and have more energy. They reduce your risk for heart disease and help you maintain a healthy body weight. Each class, we try to offer a healthy suggestion to help keep you on track. Below, you will find the recipe for shrimp and broccoli stir fry. Enjoy. Thank you for participating in our free Heart Health The Beat class. Please join us for our next class to be held on March 26th at 6:30 p.m. at the Booneville Family Life Center located in downtown Booneville, Kentucky. The class will be presented by Joby Hall, our wonderful pharmacist here at B+H Apothecary. He will be available to answer any and all questions that you may have. And please follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/BH Apothecary, or visit us on the web at www.bnhapothecary.com. And feel free to give us a call at 606-593-6337. That's 606-593-MEDS. Thank you.